What is up, guys? What is up? This is extremely crazy. Remember, remember I started the welcome to the stream, guys. So remember I started out the little portfolio that I did, which was on Binance, right? The 5K portfolio. We can talk about a lot of stuff, by the way, right? So Quantstamp, we got in at 645 satoshis. What's up, everyone? What's up, Michael? I was too lazy to get a Binance account. It's okay. I mean, like I said, this account is for fun. Just starting out. Hey there, Brett K. Congrats on your success, buddy, and thanks for sharing. Thank you so much, Brad, for just coming on stream. We're just chilling, man. You know, not we're just I'm just very surprised that Quantstamp actually moved. And it's a bit crazy, guys. It's a bit crazy. Like we went in at 645, right? 645. And now the market has actually risen with Quantstamp. As I mentioned, Quantstamp was and is a project that is meant to secure and allow and it's auditing all the smart contract platforms out there. And I think companies are really requiring people to basically all companies who use Ethereum smart contracts are definitely most likely may even engage Quantstamp for their auditing. So I'm looking at that. I'm not sure where it'll hit, but I'm just invested. I'm really up 50%, so which is pretty good. I really understand now why you guys are enjoying the journey, especially when you trade with these kind of amounts. It's actually quite fun. And not only that, Bitcoin. See, like Bitcoin is actually up, right? Bitcoin is actually up, but Quantstamp is actually up like with BTC as well. So is it something to do with the fact that there is some movement in the market that allows it to be like that? Why is this whale deciding to come in and really pick up Quantstamp? No idea. But well, of course, if you look from a Satoshi point of view, it's still kind of far away from its initial. From a Satoshi point of view, it's still very far away, right? It's down like 50%. So the high was 2,468, and I think in terms of market cap, Quantstamp is still very far away from where it needs to be. Let's see now. So Quantstamp has a market cap of 111 million, which is very small, but it has a very strong 24-hour volume. Okay, but it's only available on Binance and Huobi. I don't use KuCoin. I don't use EtherDelta, right? KuCoin is very new, so I don't want to put my funds there and risk it. But yeah, it's moving up pretty well. Let's see now, what else did I get? Okay, so Kyber Network, I think it's like kind of so-so, still around like the 170 region. 170. Oh wow, it's already $7,000. Okay. Oh man, sheesh. You saw Tai Lopez promoting Quantum the other day. No way, man. Tai Lopez doesn't know anything about Quantum, man. Come on, that guy will promote anything that moves, man. I mean, look, he is very inspirational with his huge mansion and having people come in and he reviews his books and the internet marketing courses. But I don't know, man. Like, I think he's just getting in on the trend because there's money to be made. Too late to get in. Too late to get into what, Dan? If you're talking about Quantstamp, I wouldn't entirely say it's too late, because from a BTC perspective, it's really been smashed, right? Hey man, Francisco, yeah, thank you so much. I hope that you guys are, don't just congratulate me. I want, because I know the vision and I know the direction, right? But I want you guys to benefit and I still have my Quantum. I'm not planning to actually sell. I'm actually planning to buy more. It's just that I'm waiting for at least a 30% to 40% retracement in Quantum. I did mention that. Affiliates are swarming in with that Coinbase affiliate option. Yeah, I'm sure, man. Hey, what's up, AJ? So this, yeah, I mean, it's not bad, right? You started out the account with, I started this account actually with less than 5,000 guys, and then now the account is slightly, slightly above, which is pretty good. Yeah, Quantstamp is killing it, guys. Like what was my entry? 645. So my entry was around here, right? Wow, right smack, man. Pretty sharp, man. Sheesh. 645. So let's see now. Let's see the order history. So the order, yeah, that's right, guys. The top. Let's just open it up for you guys. Yeah. So you see. So as I mentioned, 645 was the order, and it happened on the 14th of December. So it's a very recent. It's a recent thing. Please do not FOMO into Quantstamp. Please, don't, because at the moment, if you do that, you're not gonna be in a very favorable position. It's pretty insane already. We are looking at okay, let's see now. In terms of price range, this is not the one. So here to here we have a 50% increase. Wow, that is so sick. So congratulations to everyone who bought when it was. What's up, Bradley? What's up, man? Does that mean new money is getting in? Yes, AJBS. New money is definitely in the market, which is a good thing. But how much of it is going to flow to altcoins would be subjective. I cannot predict that. I only can just talk on the fundamentals and the aspects of why these coins are going to move. And for some reason, Quantstamp is moving today. I'm not sure how much steam it actually has, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, guys. So it's all good. So any questions that you all want to ask, feel free to ask, right? I mean, I hope that you guys bought Quantstamp, just bought it, just buy it, because I mean, when I made the video, not now, I mean, but as in if you had bought prior to the pump, right, that's actually quite a good thing. And I think Quantstamp does have quite a while to go. In terms of coin supply, a little bit more on the high side, right? Because it's almost 1 billion in terms of I mean, they have 1 billion in terms of coin supply. And then you have this circulating supply, which is 617 million. And market cap wise, yeah, really not too much. So usually what do I look at? There's coin supply, there's also market cap. So market cap wise is still very, very small. It's kind of, yeah, it's more on the small side. So I usually don't trade these kind of sizes, but I felt that the potential is there, so I just better let you all know. When there is, wait, let me see. Ryan, I have a question. For people that already have some crypto, is it worth it to deposit more fiat now or try to trade to increase the stack? Okay, Francisco, very good question. You can do both, right? So you have to ask yourself, what is your strategy? Is your strategy to invest or to trade? Okay, so once you have determined that, everybody, okay, let's just be straight up. Everybody wants to have some fun. So I would strongly recommend having a portion to trade and a portion to invest. Now, investing so far has been the best return for me, not trading. Trading is more like a very fun hobby-like kind of thing, but I really don't have much time to trade. So I tend to, because I don't have time to react to the market, especially if I'm having meetings throughout the day. So I tend not to trade. It's based on past experience. When I was a banker, especially when I was trading, I couldn't concentrate on my client because my positions were usually quite big, and it kind of distracted me from the conversation, which was very bad. So I prefer to stay invested rather than trade, right? So trading, I wouldn't recommend it I would not recommend trading because it's not usually for everybody. It really distracts you because this market is very exciting, and if you are someone who is new to it, definitely the enthusiasm level is very high. So you have to discipline yourself. If you want to learn how to trade, perhaps some time management to learn technical analysis, to learn how to create themes for your trades, right? Understand trade setups. All this will actually be taught in the premium group that is already open. So feel free to email us at info@cryptogrinders.com, and then and remember, it's cryptogrinders with an s.com info. Yeah. So these are the things that we do teach. These are the things that we are looking to educate. And if you are going to invest, you also will be able to learn how to do that within the group as well, because I think it's all about interactive environments, and the group setting is one of the best ways. It's cheap. I wouldn't say it's entirely cheap. It's affordable, right? And it's $200 a month. And it's really basically you have to have a minimum of a 10K US dollar account. The reason why we have 10K, because so that when you come into this market, you are able to really be flexible. Because if you come in with too little and you're trying to cover your monthly fee, you're going to do like nonsense trades. So we don't want to have members who are in desperation to cover their monthly fee. We want the member to come in with the mindset of learning, right? Especially if you're new. And when you are new, you really have to be a student and not try to treat the group, or at least the setups within the group, like a gambling den or like a soccer tips or something like that. We really hate that. And if we really find out that there are people like that, we will kick them out straight away, because we've had experience for the past 6 months already running the premium group, and we know what people want, and at the same time also we know what the group actually needs on a whole, right? So that is the reason why the premium group, we have set a minimum criteria of 10K for that account. So same thing, we always prioritize our premium group members first, and most importantly, when they get the signals, after that it comes the YouTube, come Facebook. You guys will get it as well, but sometimes it's about getting it first. Okay, so that's what the premium group is all about. Okay, so right, now while we looking at, okay, yeah, Cardano right now has already kind of surged up already, so maybe don't chase it. Yeah, so don't chase it at the moment. Okay, so what do we do today? So the question is, do we take profit, right? There's always that question that I always ask myself, especially I think a lot of people want to know, do I take profit? So in this case, with this current scenario, that I have increased my stack by over 50% in a very short span of time. The right thing to do is always to take profit, because the chart has already gone gone crazy. It's gone parabolic, right? So two things can happen. You take profit, you lock in the 57%. By the way, guys, I'm always very happy with, I was happy to take profit. And by the way, this was the previous resistance. Okay, the previous resistance was around 800 Satoshis. So it clearly broke that. The next resistance that we're looking at is actually around here, which is like right now. And then if we look at the order books, right? Let's see the order books. So the order books right now, they have 12 BTC, which isn't a huge amount of resistance, at 1,100 Satoshis. Then the biggest resistance is at 1,200 Satoshis. Order wise, I wouldn't say that it's very fierce. And who knows, right? 12 BTC in terms of a wall is not huge. So we won't know exactly how far it'll go. But let's just see. Okay, so currently now there seems to be a pump. A nice wall that's formed at 830 Satoshis. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm more of into the fundamentals of it, not so much into this. Okay. Okay. So now we're looking at investing in solid coins as always, so that if we get into the space, okay, we are confident to hold. So sometimes hodling is a good idea. Do we take profit now and then come back in later? Yes, we can. So these are the alternatives that you can have. Do you feel that the alpha node for Stratus is going to make it a huge player? Okay, now I am not okay. As far as I'm concerned, I understand that Stratus is looking at so I'm looking at Stratus because if, let's say for example, it does have a master node, suddenly there will be a strong demand for very cheap Stratus, but I don't think it's that attractive in price anymore, and it's expensive. If you wanted to pick up Stratus, you should have done that quite a while ago. Yes, darling. Okay, yeah. So these are the things that I wanted to highlight. So guys, if now, especially if you're new, BTC is an animal by itself. So anyone who is new, who is watching this stream for the very first time, take note that if you are planning to accumulate BTC, not every altcoin will do so well. This is one of those very rare. These are one of those rare occasions that so happen that the altcoin is keeping up with the upward momentum of BTC. This is one of those rare occasions because, as we all know, Quantum is actually down. Quantum is down against BTC, but in terms of US dollar value, is actually very, very strong, right? Yes, Matthew. Yes, she does sometimes point the charts. Actually, I'm not a very good trader. She just like, you know, comes and looks at the chart and then she says, "Daddy, why don't you buy this?" And then, okay, Daddy will buy it. And yeah, not too bad. Sometimes she just says the logo looks very nice, you know. Then I was like, oh, okay. Then after that I'll look into it. Nah, I'm kidding, guys. She just like to hang out, right? You like to hang out, right? Right? You like to hang out with Daddy. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, there's already some profit taking already. Oh, from 57% now it's down to 44%. Yeah. So guys, there are other cryptocurrencies out there that could probably tickle your fancy, but sometimes I think we need to see what is the news, right? So far, okay, I think the market also has surged because Korea has refuted rumors of a ban. They're regulating, they're not banning. So that's why the market just really rose up after that sigh of relief, like, oh, I can just buy okay, go to grandma. Go. Okay. Go. Okay, go. Go. Is it a good time to go into IOTA? Let's see now. Let's go into IOTA, and then we'll compare. So if you're using Binance, well, okay, if you're going to Binance at the moment, it seems like it's having a slight pump, right? But you know, in cryptocurrencies, let's always be very cautious. There's still also quite a bit of downside. It's now formed a new all-time low. Okay, it's formed a new all-time low. IOTA, I think I did mention that it's very far away. Okay, maybe if I didn't mention, but let me repeat. IOTA, in terms of Internet of Things, right, is still very far away from actually being a realistic product. There are only so many companies or products that really can fully utilize what IOTA has. But I think why Microsoft recently I think partnered with them, because Microsoft sees the long game and they have cash flow. So, you know, buying up or partnering up with IOTA is definitely one of the things to do. Okay. It's not a good time to take a position in IOTA. So my thoughts on whether or not you want to pick up some IOTA, well, from a Satoshi perspective, well, it ain't too bad, but you know, Michael, you have to be very cautious because right now I don't see any consolidation yet. So a green day candle is kind of okay, but I think you want to wait for at least another 2-3 days. Once it kind of consolidates and stabilizes, then you can consider re-entering. It's not a partnership. Okay. So if it's not a partnership, then it's best that you kind of leave it, because this pump here was, I think, kind of because of that, right? Oh wait, no. Let me see the 1 day. Yeah. So this pump was clearly because of that rumor, and then after that it went up. Yeah. So RSI on NXS very low, oversold. And oh yes, and this is not financial advice, it is just my personal opinion. Man. I think there will come to a time when we will have certifications for cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency professionals, right, to step into the market and to provide all these analysis. But I think right now it's purely all hedge fund. There's no way that this is okay. It's already available for retail, right? Theoretically speaking, it's already available for retail. But I think when I say financial professional, we're meaning like bankers who are able to advise their clients who are within the bank. We are nowhere near that, right? So this is how I feel. I think there's still a long way more. The banks don't entirely know how to regulate it, and I think it's more of a partnership, more of a marriage between the traditional financial world and the cryptocurrency world. And I think being able to marry and not try to kill off one or the other would make this whole process of adoption very much faster. This is my thoughts, right? Because if you talk about being liberal and being able to just have full decentralization and non-censorship and zero government oversight, that's very difficult, because the governments will definitely want to make it difficult for people to buy cryptocurrencies. Like right now, if you really want to cash out from crypto, it's so difficult. I mean, it's limited. Like if you have say 100,000 and you really want to cash out 100,000, you have to go to the OTC market. You cannot, there's no one that will entertain you for 100 grand. No one really dares to transact at that amount, right? And even if they did, they are definitely going to eat a huge spread from you, because you want to get your amount back to cash, right, to pay bills and whatnot. And by the way, the money that we make here is really life-changing. Like yesterday, I was very touched because there was someone who messaged me on Facebook. So he says that he thanked me for the fact that he's a student in Singapore, and he managed to build up enough profits to pay off his last 2 years of university. When I heard that, I was like, I'm doing something right, because I don't ask for testimonials. Like, we never, because I think I just feel it's kind of gimmicky sometimes. But I'm happy when people come forward and just say, hey Ryan, you've really made an impact in my life, you really changed my life. And that's more than enough for me, man. I get a kick and I get happy and I wake up in the morning to do what I do every morning, after changing the diapers and feeding the baby. This is what I enjoy, right? Because yes, we have all the trolls, right? But the trolls have to be here because they don't, well, I don't know why they're here sometimes. I guess maybe because they don't like what we do, in terms of maybe the success that we've been having, maybe because I talk funny and whatnot. But it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, the people, and when I mean people, we mean people in the Crypto Grinders Nation, right? They are benefiting. And when you are part of the Crypto Grinders Nation, I think that we are here to deliver full value. And when I say full value, everybody knows what I mean by that. We give more than we. In fact, we hardly take, guys. I don't even know how to explain it. We don't even take. So that's where we're headed, right? And I have so many things that we are going to be building, and it's very hard for me to reveal all this. But once I will reveal it in stages. And I promise that 2018 will be really huge for Crypto Grinders. The whole team is just locked in. We're all synergizing so well right now. And yeah, the group is just coming together. So if you plan to be really part of this journey, right, join me in my Telegram group, join me in my Facebook group. You already know how much tips and tricks and news and articles we deliver in our free groups. What more will we deliver in our paid groups, right? So imagine that. So yeah, so far I think yes, the next stage, right, is the lending platform. Okay, so yes, I would consider lending platforms to be a tier 2 if they have successful okay, when I say lending platforms, I'm just blanketing the business and the sector as a whole. So just to give you a quick overview, in Cambodia, in Thailand, microfinancing, as in we're talking about traditional financial institutions that segregate and have a lending arm in microfinancing, it's the best business, one of the best business, because these people, you may think, hey, you're lending them very small amounts, but they want to build up a strong credit score so that they can actually move up, right? So move up in terms of their financial status. And once when they borrow, right, the interest is actually very high because they are not lending a lot, and usually it's kind of unsecured in a sense. But they always pay back, and I think this model is going to be pretty huge. But from a cryptocurrency perspective, it's all about the KYC. Are you able to do an unsecured, lending for crypto? I kind of doubt that, because if it's going to be an international thing, people will just take the money and leave. But once these people, right, realize that, hey, this is an ecosystem. If one lending platforms, so that's why Gen 3 blockchain is very important, can talk to each other. So say, for example, Salt can talk to Salt. The Salt platform can maybe talk to Ethland. Okay, I'm not sure whether Ethland is legit or whatever, but let's just assume. So these two platforms, being that they are two separate businesses, perhaps created from the Ethereum blockchain, or maybe one is on Quantum, one is on Ethereum. They can connect to each other. They can validate. So say, for example, I lend from Ethland and I didn't pay up. So my records, right, is already circulating in the blockchain that I defaulted. So when I go to Salt, I can't pull off the same trick. You see where I'm coming from? Why do you think cross-chain application is so important? Cross-chain communication is so important. Why do I keep emphasizing on Gen 3? We look at Cardano, we look at Quantum, we look at EOS probably will do that. We look at maybe Aeon. I heard of Dragon Chain. Maybe all these could easily do that. And once Quantum's Ethereum virtual machine is up and running, you have multiple programming languages, and that makes it even better. More improvements and developments can come in faster. And also, we want to also look, I think Quantum is looking at improving the security. It's really now having so many applications being built on it so that it can really test, right? Because when there's more transactions being processed on the network, then whether or not, honestly, 70 transactions per second doesn't really cut it, but it takes time. There should be a program, or at least someone that comes up with something that can really spam the network with transactions, and let's see how the team really handles it. I'm also very curious. You're absolutely right regarding I have a family. That's right, of course, Murtadha. What coin should I get into right now? Wow, these kind of questions are the scariest, man. What should I get into right now? Chris Cars, as much as I would love to give you something right now, I've already mentioned the various cryptocurrencies that you can get into in my previous streams, right? EOS, okay, EOS. Let's see EOS. EOS has been on a bull run, hasn't it? Right? EOS has been on a bull run. Let's see where EOS is at the moment. Yeah. So right now the market has already it's starting to kind of taper off. Right? It's starting to taper off. So if EOS folks, I would really look at re-entering probably conservatively at 34,758 or literally at 40,990 if you're not in a rush. In crypto, never be in a rush. Okay? If you get into this unnecessarily, then you're going to get hammered by the strength of BTC, which is obviously happening as we speak right now. I did buy 1 BTC at 16,008. Initially, I thought it was a very bad idea, but since I saw that the consolidation had happened at 16,800, I said, why not? Let's give it a go. Now, not bad, slightly up about 3K. Yep. So that's quite good. So now we're refreshing and we notice that, oh wow, from 7,000 plus now it's down to 6,646. So sad. You know, the momentum kind of died. Okay, hey Ryan, thanks for Quantstamp tip. Bought yesterday with some of my quantum profits. Best regards from Croatia. Good on you, Miro. Good on you. I have not been to Croatia. I would love to come. I heard it's very, very nice. Okay, guys, so that's all the time that we have for today. Have a very, very blessed Sunday and make sure that you guys subscribe, like, and don't forget to click on the notification button, and see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Wait, I can't turn off the stream.